Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News show. Let's begin with our daily news. Bayern Munich have sights on signing Man United star Marcus Rashford. Bayern Munich have their sights on signing Manchester United star Marcus Rashford. According to German publication Bild, the Bundesliga holders lost a key striker in Robert Lewandowski last summer, and they are yet to find a similar replacement in their squad. A move for Tottenham's Harry Kane has been touted, but it's now reported that the club are also looking at Rashford amid his stellar form. However, the Bavarian Giants are aware that they can only sign Rashford on a free transfer when his contract expires in June next year. United have no plans of parting ways with their prized asset at the moment. Rashford was on the radar of Paris Saint-Germain last summer, following a disappointing 21-22 season where he netted just 5 goals. His brother was in contact with Le Parisien hierarchy, but United made it clear that the 25-year-old won't be sold for any transfer fee. The decision has been justified by Rashford's transformation under manager Erik ten Hag. The England international has 21 goals and 8 assists this campaign, and he could easily touch 40 to 50 goal involvements on current form. There are no surprises that Bayern are now being linked with him, but United fans should have no fear over the ongoing transfer gossip. The German champions have no chance of landing Rashford. In our view, he is currently contracted until June 2024, and United will prolong his stay. The unstoppable star is currently on £200,000 a week. It seems a no-brainer decision to pay him £400,000 weekly in the prime of his career. The United hierarchy paid a much higher figure for Cristiano Ronaldo, and they should not hesitate meeting the demands of the club graduate. Man United could sign Marcel Sabitzer permanently for €20 million this summer. Manchester United could get the opportunity to sign Marcel Sabitzer for €20 million this summer. According to Bild journalist Christian Falk, the Red Devils recruited the Austrian star on a temporary deal before the January transfer deadline, and he has already made 3 appearances for them. Sabitzer recently impressed in the 2-0 win at Leeds United, and it has been reported that the club are already considering a permanent transfer for him. Falk has now revealed that Bayern are open to cashing in on the 28-year-old, who was signed from RB Leipzig for just €15 million a couple of years ago. The Bundesliga giants view €20 million as a realistic figure to part ways with the box-to-box midfielder, who was recently described as amazing by Luke Shaw. Sabitzer has yet to make a direct goal contribution for United, but the Austrian has been impressive with his physicality, work rate, and ability to win challenges. He has not taken much time to adapt to Erik ten Hag's playing style and could be rewarded with a long-term deal if he can become more influential in the final third. The former Leipzig star will have ample opportunities to do so, considering Christian Eriksen has suffered a serious ankle injury. The Dane has been sidelined until early May. If United were to sign Sabitzer on a permanent basis, they may most likely part ways with Fred and Scott McTominay, as Ten Hag is eyeing a young midfield signing too. Sabitzer won't play any role in tonight's Europa League clash at Barcelona. He is suspended after picking 3 yellow cards for Bayern in the Champions League group stage. Luke Shaw explains what Manchester United players always say to Casemiro in training. Casemiro returned to first-team action for Manchester United this week after sitting out the last 2 matches through suspension. The timing could be crucial, with the Brazilian rested up at a key point in the season when the conversation was beginning to turn to will he ever get a rest? Now ahead of 2 important games against Barcelona and the Carabao Cup final, Casemiro has had a well-timed rest. Manchester United have been learning how to play without Casemiro all over again, and it has not been straightforward. Luke Shaw admitted this in a pre-match press conference. Luke Shaw has been tested at both left-back and centre-back in recent games and has seen firsthand how difficult it has been to replace Casemiro. Shaw says he is looking forward to Casemiro being back in the side and explains how United players show their affection to him in training sessions, complimenting his ability to win the ball back. Quoted by the club website, Shaw said, I think it's been quite obvious to see how important he is to the team when he is not been playing. For us as defenders, he gives us that feeling that we know there is a lot of security, especially because of his positioning where he always is. He loves to win the ball back and tackle. We always say to him that he likes to give the ball away so he can go and win it back. I think he is an extremely important player for us, and I am very happy to have him back tomorrow night because, like I said, he's been a big miss for us. Casemiro has experience playing against Barcelona with Real Madrid, which has been mixed as those contests often are. He wants to score in the El Clasico at the Bernabeu in 2016. The midfielder was once involved in a war of words with Barcelona boss Xavi over midfield styles and could have a point to prove over the two upcoming matches. Whatever the outcome of the next two games against Barcelona, United will be better off for having Casemiro in the side. This is a fact the United team openly acknowledge. The £60 million United paid for Casemiro in the summer is already looking cheap. Christian Eriksen sends message to Manchester United fans. It's a huge shame that Manchester United will not be able to call on Christian Eriksen shortly for the two Europa League matches with Barcelona. The Denmark international has been a key player for United this season before he suffered an ankle injury after a tackle from Andy Carroll against Reading. Eriksen is not expected back until April, and he will have to hope United can stay in the Europa League until he is able to return. He has kept quiet on his injury as he looks to work his way back to fitness before sending a message to fans this week. Christian Eriksen celebrated his 31st birthday this week and was inundated with messages for Manchester United supporters. Posting on an Instagram story, Eriksen wrote a message of thanks also in relation to the injury and vowed, "I will be back." Manchester United signed Marcel Sabitzer on loan from Bayern Munich to cover Eriksen's injury. However, Sabitzer is suspended for the Europa League first leg against Barcelona due to picking up 3 bookings in the Champions League group stages with Bayern. He will be available for the second leg along with Lisandro Martinez, while United also hope for injury boost regarding Anthony and Scott McTominay too. The team will have to be a little more patient for Eriksen, but his message is notable. He will be back, and it should be this season. Xavi opens up on Frenkie de Jong to Manchester United transfer battle. Frenkie de Jong will take center stage at the Camp Nou this week when Barcelona host Manchester United. An injury to Sergio Busquets places the Dutchman in a particularly prominent role. De Jong was subject of heavy transfer interest from Manchester United back in the summer. The Athletic reported a fee of £63 million was agreed with Barcelona, but the midfielder refused to leave. A report this week from a Spanish newspaper AS claims De Jong has not forgotten the way the club treated him, attempting to sell him against his wishes. Predictably, ahead of the game, De Jong was discussed by both managers in the press conference, who both spoke candidly of their admiration for him. Barcelona boss Xavi was quoted by their club website speaking about his conversations with the midfielder last summer. He explained that he is happy with the end decision, with De Jong's importance growing as the season goes on. Xavi said, "Frenkie was very frank with me and told me he wanted to stay. He is our player and we are very happy with the results and his leadership. He has found some great form and is working well with his teammates. They are enjoying themselves on the pitch." Manchester United manager did not shy away from questions about Frenkie de Jong when asked about him. Ten Hag told United's club website, "I think we had at Ajax like a class of 2019 that was a team that was with a lot of fascination, and he brings a lot of that fascination, and I think he developed in the years after here in Spain. He became even better. He is a fantastic player, playing out for the back. He always has time. It was a pleasure to work with him." In further comments reported by ESPN, he said, "Frenkie is an incredible player and for every club in the whole world, he will strengthen the squad because he has a unique quality. If you can get him in the squad, your team will be stronger." Whether United have the desire to try and lure De Jong away this summer remains to be seen. That's not on Ten Hag's mind right now. All that matters to the Dutchman at present is winning the next game and getting the better of De Jong's Barcelona. Peter Schmeichel names Liverpool-linked Jude Bellingham perfect signing for Man United. Manchester United legend Peter Schmeichel believes his former side has taken all necessary steps towards attracting elite talents to Old Trafford again, following an almost decade-long struggle. In an interview with Goal, the former goalkeeper said the South after Borussia Dortmund starlet Jude Bellingham would be a perfect signing for the three-time European champions. The 19-year-old midfielder is a star in the making, but the competition for his services is as stiff as it gets with Man City and Liverpool, keeping close tabs on his development at Signal Iduna Park. However, Schmeichel thinks Man United could have the upper hand on their fierce Premier League rivals, particularly in light of recent events. He said, "One of the things Jamie Carragher has said about Liverpool signing Jude Bellingham, he would be perfect for us, but we are not attractive enough right now because we are not in that position. But you can imagine a situation where Liverpool aren't in the Champions League and Manchester United are. Then, all of a sudden, we might be more attractive. And of course, with the situation of Manchester City as well, we might be that club, so it's very important for us now to keep on track steadily." Very few things have gone the Red Devils' way since Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement in 2013, but Erik ten Hag's appointment last summer has brought along a weighted change in fortunes. After years of suffering, optimism has become a regular commodity at the theatre of dreams again, while some of Man United's long-standing rivals face uncertain futures. Ten Hag's transfer policy last summer proved a massive hit as all of his 5 signings, luring top-notch stars to the red side of Manchester, is potentially a crucial step towards re-establishing the club as a force to be reckoned within the Premier League. Therefore, landing a player of Bellingham's caliber right under the noses of Man City and Liverpool would be a statement of intent, even though it will likely take north of £100 million to get Dortmund to give a green light. Man United are familiar with the Bundesliga outfit's stubborn negotiating skills after it took them nearly 2 years before they finally captured the services of Jadon Sancho in 2021. Ahmad's brilliant cameo shows the quality Manchester United should be excited about. Amad Diallo has established himself as a key player for Sunderland this season, but amid a hectic 46-game league schedule plus cup games, the playmaker will get a rest every now and again. The Ivorian started on the bench against QPR last night, coming on in the 63rd minute. Just under half an hour was all he needed. Ahmad's super cameo helped Sunderland to turn a 1-0 lead into a 3-0 win. Manchester United youngster Ahmad provided an assist for Jack Clarke to score Sunderland's second goal, and they now sit in 5th place in the table. Ahmad helped Sunderland turn their performance up a notch with his ability to receive the ball in difficult positions and retain possession, making him a very useful outlet. He played a roaming central role in attack and did not misplace a single pass, completing 12 of 12 attempts. Ahmad created 1 goal-scoring chance, the assist, and also had 1 shot on target which was saved. The 20-year-old is now up to double figures for the season with 7 goals and 3 assists. With Sunderland pushing for promotion, Ahmad is playing a key role and setting himself up for potential success when he returns for United in pre-season. With 27 total appearances, this is the best run of games Ahmad has had in his career to date, and his football is flourishing. Credit to Sunderland boss Tony Mowbray for this too. The games was less successful for United loanee Ethan Laird, who did not get the opportunity to face Ahmad. The QPR defender was substituted at halftime with West London Sport citing a hamstring injury which needs to be assessed. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.